Hello, anyway. Good day to you. This is season 2, episode 2. Everything that happened last year was season 1. This is season 2.
Yes, new year.
New year, new us. Let's jump right in.
Yes. Okay,
Carry
so
on.
it was the end of 2019. ARM launched ARM Labs and they invested in Trove.
Yeah.
So that's like a local, let's say, financial services organization venturing into investing in like fintechs.
Yeah.
So like, I think in 2020, we should expect, or we hope that we see more of that because, I mean, there's always the talk of fintechs don't have structure, they don't have this, and then
they struggle to get funding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then, the bigger companies have structure and all of that, but they don't have the speed of the fintechs.
Yeah.
So that's like a no-brainer almost.
Stanbic and Piggyverse would definitely be a good match.
Yeah.
Definitely be a good match because Stanbic it's an old.
It's not that old.
It's an old day.
If I remember correctly, you were talking about how they are like market leaders in that space.
Yeah, they're market leaders in the space.
And then Piggyverse is relatable.
They're establishment. So they're a big company as far as asset management is concerned. They're in fact the biggest one. But they're also becoming a relic. And because of that, I feel Piggyverse is what they need to like rejuvenate. You know how your president changed his blood for young blood.
Wow.
They need to pump Piggyverse. And Piggyverse is young, relatable, is fun.
Yeah. So they're targeting different they currently serve different demographics and they could basically benefit from working together essentially.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's and beyond these guys, Stanbic will gain a lot from Piggyverse approach to doing things. They're very nimble.
Yeah. And then I was talking about how it would be nice if EnterSwitch acquired Paystack. But we all agree that the Paystack guys are not going to like.
I mean, obviously,
having none of
to be
that.
fair, this is hypothetical.
Yeah, these are all hypothetical scenarios.
So I think Paystack
and
EnterSwitch are a good match because EnterSwitch were the ones that brought most of this this innovation into the market. Like the ones that the originators of this. And I feel like Paystack has taken that baton and they've taken it to another level.
And they've gained the trust of the public.
And they've gained trust of the public.
And off of that trust, wow, what's I going to say?
Like I mentioned previous time, someone saying
that whenever she
sees Paystack as a gateway on the website, she just it's going to work.
Yeah.
So that's definitely I think that's definitely a good match, like a good fit as far as both is concerned.
And then we started to talk about what's it called?
Are you giving recap?
Oh yeah, so stop giving recap. Let's just jump right
in.
So on the
trust side of
they
things.
can hear it. They missed this episode. I'm just going to recap.
Please
the episode does not exist.
Get off my back.
He died a cruel death. You know I died. Never took delight. This brings me to my next one. Maybe PHCN. Never should partner with that MTN's light box and spin it up as a startup, and they can give us light so that podcast dies.
Oh man.
But on the trust issue, we're talking about how some people, when they want to try out fintechs, they only put like little bits of money in there. And then that led
So for you to have like somebody saying, whenever I see Paystack as a payment gateway and I see like the Paystack logo somewhere, I feel comfortable like conducting that transaction. For any financial service provider, that's a great thing because trust is the bedrock of financial services because people have to be able to trust you with their funds.
Yeah, and I trust is important, especially seeing that we've seen a lot of fintechs fail to start.
Yeah.
Like they come out with cool names, to mention a few, or maybe they're still in the process. Because I know it can be hard. Product development is hard and long.
Yeah.
But there's guys like Dot Finance.
Hurt
Cassava.
They hurt Nosa.
Yeah.
So
Dot. Let's just pause.
Let's start with Dot.
I did talk about Dot because I think Dot was like the first ones to do like this
digital bank
wallet.
Yeah.
And I opened an account and I was a big evangelist in the office.
Yeah. I still have the app.
I opened the Dot account because
Actually, I just cleared my remaining money inside the account like recently. But that was me giving up hope. But basically, one day I just woke up and they had changed their website.
The URL.
Yeah. Like, because they're a dot bank, and I think obviously you can't be bank if you have a license.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense. Instead of getting a simple redirect, it just didn't exist. I mean, I was like, my money is inside here. Why are you going? And to get the new website, I had to go to the app page on the Android Play Store and like go to like developer website. I was like, this is such a long, convoluted process. Like, you guys didn't send any email, you didn't communicate anything, you just disappeared. And
that's why a lot of people are scared of putting money in fintechs, because it's like they will tell you digital, don't have physical location. So if your money loses,
if money should miss,
you're
except you know the person's house in Ikoyi.
Why is the person in Ikoyi?
Because you know as they go now.
You can just sit outside your house and say, please, sir, please, I need my money.
Another one that I've been looking forward to, but like nothing seems to be happening for now, is Cassava, because they were pushing the micro insurance thing, and because we have a ridiculous need for insurance in this country. Like, it's not even funny. Insurance penetration is at less than 2%, depending on who you want to believe. Some say less than 1%. So when I saw that Cassava was going to launch a micro insurance service, I was actually really excited.
But I think that in insurance, we need to stop waiting for people to, like, I don't think people realize that, I'm doing this, I need insurance. Like, insurance needs to become part of
Furo.
My dear,
stop that.
Stop that.
You don't need insurance policy for several.
On a side note, we're actually doing research for pension. We're asking people to plan their pension. And they were saying, no, God is my pension plan.
Why will I be trust?
How can God be your pension plan?
What is your plan? You would have.
I'm just here to let you people know that churches have been robbed before. Just so that you are aware. If you are one of those people that seems to do, God forbid, for will, for insurance, for pension, I pity you. You know, God's plan is not this planet. All of us are going to die at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So if you like, don't go and get a will or buy an insurance policy. They did.
Yeah. So back to bundle insurance. I mean, so in like an Apple store, for instance, you want to buy an iPhone. You know, when you're about to check out, it'll ask you, do you want Apple Care? You know, so I think we need to get to the point where we're bundling these things together. So I want to buy a fridge at LG, for instance. You know, insurance should come with that. They already have their warranties. But
Fwani offers insurance.
Actually, they do now. They do now.
Yeah,
yes.
My TV at home is insured.
Yeah, so we need to see more of that.
For fire and I think water or something like that. Yeah.
We need to start seeing more of that.
Yeah, and then another thing that I think, beyond just insurance companies might need to step into the lending business a bit to push their core service of insurance. So, for example, if they are financing like phones, because that's why you reminded me about slots. The other, take for example now, a Leadway partners with a slot to sell phones, but the insurance has been factored into the cost of the phone, and then they'll allow you pay for it over 12 months, for example. And then they don't restrict the phones that you can buy, because that's another problem that we found. People restricting, when banks try this, they say you can only buy.
They do the deals on certain lines
of phones,
and not with the actual shop owner.
So the thing for me is that in the spirit of collaboration, which doesn't exist in Nigeria, why does Leadway need to go and start doing lending? Why can't it be like a three-way deal?
Like a lender,
an insurer, and the salesperson.
Tripartite agreements can be complex.
But they do it every day. Banks charge you your transactions. Like, there are many tripartite agreements
embedded deep inside.
It's not straightforward, but I mean, like, it makes sense instead of like, because you don't always have to go into a different line of business. You can literally leverage people that exist.
This is just a hypothetical.
Yeah, this is a hypothetical, guys.
When they are developing their strategy, these are the things that they will, if they are going to do it, these are the things that they will consider. Do you want to get a Lagos? Because that Lagos lending license, I'm sure somebody's bonus can buy it.
Because wasn't that what all these companies have?
That's
Most
what
lending companies have.
most of all these lending companies have. Yeah, that
Look,
Lagos State
CBN needs to
license.
clamp down. What do they mean by Lagos State lending license? Everybody's just starting lending business.
And they'll say the head office is in Lagos.
Yeah, I don't.
And then they offer the service on
Online.
the internet. I mean, it's an inventive way of
If you are
snaking past the
anyway,
system.
please, if you work at CBN or you're a Mayfair and listen to this podcast, I feel like you guys should hire me because a lot of these startups, I'll tell you what they are doing. I'll tell you the secrets. They are dodging you.
Why do you want to snitch?
I want to snitch, please. I don't understand. How do you get like just a basic Lagos State lending license and you start doing like proper lending business?
Yeah, the game is the game.
I mean, I'm looking at Cassava's site and it's just paining me. These guys have not. I can't wait for them.
Yeah.
Please, yes. Oh, they are saying it's available on iOS. Is that true?
Click the link.
It's not opening.
It's just image.
UI people, don't do this to me.
It's just image. The developer has collected, the website designer has collected his money.
I moved on.
And moved on. It's then they'll put their link when they are ready. They'll go
Please,
out.
Cassava, you guys need to launch. I need this in my life. Look at how beautiful this is. Everybody on the site is beautiful. Nosa, just look at this. We need micro insurance. Insurance penetration in Nigeria is less than 1%.
Because God is our insurance.
A significant portion of vehicle insurance on the roads are fake.
Yes, and the only people that typically insure properly are people that went. So when you take a finance, when you finance
Vehicle
your
finance.
that's when
those are the people that
'cause
buy.
insurance
Because
is
the banks
bundled.
and the banks insist. For their own sake, you know,
Yeah.
they don't want you spending money you would use to repay the loan to be fixing
broken down car.
broken down car. So yeah, the numbers are dire. I mean, I know that we have a big marine insurance market because when I was in commercial banking, different insurers just used to come to my office, be begging us to sell
Their own.
their policies to our own clients who used to do international trade.
But you see the thing, like in the grand scheme of things, that's a very minute number. How many people are doing international trade?
Man, it's repeat business. So you have one company that is opening like 25 letters of credit. That's 25
Are they up to,
different.
yeah, but it's not up to like maybe 1 million companies.
No. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if there is any society in this country that needs insurance, is this our
So
society?
I think what insurance needs is the entire approach to insurance needs
This
to
will
be
be
taught.
Yeah.
For the same way the same way piggy vest and carry wise made
Democratized investment.
investment accessible and easy.
Yeah.
Insurance needs that thing. It's another industry that's a relic that hasn't like caught
Yeah.
up.
Because it's a
It's
big
like-
name. I'm looking at Cassava's site and they're quoting NBS to say in 2018, 3.3 million Nigerians lost jobs. And they're supposed to be offering employment insurance, for example.
Yeah. There's so insurance, there's so much people don't know. There's group life, there's all sorts of, but the thing is I feel like it needs to
Such a
be
complex
it's
product.
too complex.
And there's not a lot of trust in that industry. If you think people don't trust banks, you should try insurance companies. Because I remember when I had an accident with my car and I have a comprehensive cover. And I was telling the Uber guy who picked me up from Elizade's workshop in Lekki that I came to drop off my car, that insurance is going to fix it. And the guy was like, insurance? Will they pay you? You know how those people are.
This is how you know Laolu has comprehensive insurance.
And he goes to Elizade.
He doesn't have third-party insurance.
No.
The one that's 1.5.
No.
Because, see, as far as me I'm concerned, they're doing third-party insurance.
Third-party and God is all you need.
He's being penny-wise, pound foolish.
Third-party and God
Because
is all you
I
need.
can't tell you how much it cost me to fix that. If it was me, I would have been trekking since when that thing
because
happened in
Mokali
2018.
could have given you a good price.
I say what I needed to fix in that car. There's no price Mokalik wants to give me. No, sir. I would have been
They would
living
have
in
given
your
you-
house.
They would have given you third hand.
I would have been carpooling with you every
They would have
day.
given you third hand parts. All those cameras.
Since third hand.
And
All
then
those cameras that are broken down.
That's
All those cameras that are broken down. You just get parts.
the problem is that after you get those parts, you are going to spend the rest of your existence on this planet
Replacing it.
That's when Mokali could be telling you, raise it. Oga, press it.
Press it like this.
It's fuel pump.
Don't worry.
You will replace fuel pump, you replace oil filter till you are sick of it.
Anyway, back to the topic. Another acquisition that I think needs to happen is Access Bank and Flutterwave. Well, nothing hypothetical, but Access Bank and Flutterwave because
it's a natural something.
They go back to their
if original, you know
the original, that stuff. You go back to the original thing, so they're perfectly good fit. In fact, I'm sure some of the staff there still have their Access Bank card, so it's just perfect. You can still swipe into the building.
You can just casually walk into the head office and
say,
So is there space for me to sit down?
Say, you're on leave? Or you're on leave? Just
nice to have you back.
Nice to have you back. Yes, Access Bank and Flutter, which is another one.
There's one I want to say, but it will sound like shade.
What?
Lydia and Union Bank. I just feel like
wow.
Union Bank
is a very respectable bank.
Yes. And I think Lydia is pushing bank. SME lending.
I don't know about Lydia. I feel like Union Bank should not be affiliated with Lydia. We're talking about serious banks here.
Serious businesses.
Serious businesses.
Musa, do you have a problem with Lydia?
I don't have a problem. I just like the Union Bank. I like their colors. I like their history. They have a very strong history of banking.
Okay.
I'm just going to move on.
Yes.
Oh man, are there any hypothetical acquisitions you think will make sense?
Who would? I mean, I don't think Cariba is competing with anyone.
No.
They're quite independent because they're already like a marketplace for people that are on their platform anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry to go back. Is GTB doing anything with Lydia?
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that.
There's somebody else that might like Lydia.
Because they do a lot of.
They have cheap funds. They have the retail market on lock.
GTB fashion, they'll just make their own Lydia and color
it
orange.
Quick
SME.
Quick SME lending portal. Then they'll put feather banner all over Ake Additional. I mean, what is that? Is that Ake Additional?
Yeah, Ake Additional.
I'm like, yes, we've done it.
Yeah.
GTB cannot collaborate.
They don't know how to
collaborate. Small fashion week that they wanted to collaborate. They said, no, we are going to do fashion weekend. Without vowels because we are young and cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think the spirit of collaboration is to come up on this.
Wema Bank and Kuda Bank.
Wow.
Please don't have
Wow.
I will not say my feelings on air, but please retract that statement.
I mean, you are halfway there. The
Kuda Bank and Monzo. Yeah, that's international collaboration. We're not local, please.
Whoosh, global.
Exactly.
Worldwide. Global.
I mean, but the colors are right. Can I also say that this guy reps his brand
all day, every day?
Those guys wearing the purple shirts.
I have to sell. Always be selling. Always be selling. Please, if you are listening to this podcast and you don't have a Kuda Bank account, open it now.
Oh my God.
Your son needs to get fed.
Open it
They
now.
need to pay salary.
Speaking of, one just came to my mind. You know Rich?
Yes.
Yeah? Rich and GT Bank.
Really?
Why? Because Rich just feels like a feature
that can be added to any bank app.
No, not any bank.
No,
GT Bank. That's internet banking. That's a sidebar. With
that
all sorts. Rich just feels like it's something they can just put as there. Rich.
Rich is micro investment now, buying, trading.
No, it's budgeting.
Budgeting.
Oh, Rich!
Group savings.
Rich and GT Bank are a perfect fit.
Don't know if that can never launch on iOS.
Obviously, and Steve Jobs lets you read messages.
I tried Rich, like maybe because I like technology, but it just felt a bit invasive. Like reading.
That's how they do.
Reading text messages.
That's how they do their artificial
and emails. I mean, maybe they see that.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting that we haven't said any lending guys should merge with financial services.
Those lending guys, they'll be fine, Jerry. They'll be fine.
Because that would be interesting. But then I think the thing is, most banks tell you, I'm already lending. I'll just build it out.
Me, I would have said Carbon
and Union Bank.
I don't know. I was going to say Carbon and UBA.
Or UBA.
I was going to say Carbon and UBA. Because
you know what?
I can't even say my reasons online.
You didn't even say Carbon and Diamond Bank.
I was going to say Diamond Bank, then I realized that Diamond Bank
doesn't exist anymore. Maybe if they merge.
And I have a reason for saying UBA, but I will not say it. But I apologize.
You have started this year again.
Because you
That's how
Change
it
your
is.
ways, dear.
Hello, have we found Dadiata? Until we find that guy, I'm not talking
We're
about...
not talking about Boo Boo, though. No Boo Boo.
Let me think. There are a couple of other interesting stuff. Oh, Lagos State and Kokada. Wait, or that MC Olomo's is not a government official. Shasha, MC Olomo's people and Kokada. Because Kokada feels like it's a government company.
For the record, Nosa is a featured guest on this podcast, and he does not represent the views and opinions of management. Thank you very much.
And so Olomo and Kokada, if they come together, they will be an unstoppable force.
That's something that I hope will, like, the way Gokada was harassed last year, I hope it doesn't continue this year. It's ridiculous.
And when they agreed the money, they'll be certain each other.
It's ridiculous. It's a failure of... I mean, the Nigerian government is perpetually failing at everything you ask them to do. But this one is pretty spectacular.
I think that the Nigerian government, they always jump on and over-regulate too quickly. I know, in China, the Chinese regulators will watch you for some time.
And then they step in.
Gradually. And then if they see, I'm reading this book and then it's talking about how, they're just rogues in China, basically. They copy each other blatantly and, competition is...
stiff.
It's quite stiff, But then regulators still give them room, and it's when there's, about to be, then... But I think that's...
My hot take on this matter is that it's not even regulation.
What?
It's just people just looking for money. That's what happened with this Okada thing. Because the reports that these tech cabal guys were publishing was that the Lagos State government officials in that negotiation meeting that happened were not really saying anything. It was NURTW guys, and what does that tell you? That whatever it is that Okada is paying, it's probably not getting into Lagos State's coffers.
I have a new one.
This one is very annoying.
So inspiration. Opay and Huawei.
Interesting.
Opay and Huawei. Well, Opay is bundled on all Huawei apps. Huawei phones.
Huawei okay.
Can't be transient because transient already has PalmPay.
Who owns Tecno?
Transient.
Yeah. That would be better.
Who owns Infinix?
Transient.
Because I'm thinking
you're seeing the logic.
No, Huawei's market penetration. I don't know if at the bottom tier is insane. I know they make great phones.
Yeah.
Great Android phones in other markets. But for that our bottom tier markets that turn off their data, and is Huawei a big name. Most of them they are transient.
But that's why Huawei needs Opay.
I would say Xiaomi.
Do they have office in Lagos?
Xiaomi will just use Opay to enter the Nigerian market proper, because they are proper Chinese, and is a how low can you go type of thing. If you want Xiaomi to make you 5 naira Android phone, they will make it for you.
And it will work.
So just basically Opay will leverage on the hardware.
Yeah.
And
Xiaomi will leverage on
Opay's infrastructure.
Yeah, and market presence.
Just then you pay for stores on their app store with Opay money.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Another one. Yeah. Nigerian banks and slots. Everybody's doing instant lending.
Does it have to be that?
That's no acquisition.
It's not acquisition. This is a partnership now,
yeah.
not an acquisition. But
just like any lending
start selling phone.
I think this is any lending company.
This one for a partnership, not an acquisition now. Any lending company and slots.
Yeah.
People want to buy phones. This is a phone mad economy, society.
Right.
It's crazy how much people right now, Nosa, before this podcast, we're not talking about how we need to buy phones. Okay.
I wasn't among.
Because you are
Because your
using
phone,
big phone now.
you already have
You are
big phone.
using big phone
Oh God, for those stressors.
and driving big jeep. Those of us that are battling this Nigerian economy.
Bro, when I
Things
got my
are
phone,
hard.
you got your phone around the same time and you have changed. I've still that same.
This is the same phone I've been using for the last how many years?
Wow.
So
okay.
please, Laolu and I need to change phone.
Sorry.
Exactly, this is why we're selling ads on this podcast very soon, because Laolu and I need to change our phone. And we are doing our live show in December. It's going to be ticketed. So we need to sell phone.
Yeah.
We need to buy phone.
It's very fun.
Yes.
Yes.
But anyways, I mean, so it's interesting to see if any of these things, like if any
Anybody's thinking
mergers
along this.
or collaboration.
Because we might be laughing about all these things,
happen.
but from a strategy point of view, it makes sense. You know, somebody has something that you don't have, you have what the other person doesn't have. You can play on each other's strengths to gain
gain more market share.
we always say that 100% of 0 is 0.
Yep.
And 50% of 100 is 50. So
Something is better than nothing.
exactly, you need to plot how you want to make moves.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of plotting and making moves and Lagos State, I just let you guys know I downloaded the LCC app and it is very good.
Yo, it
Surprisingly
works
good.
so well. Like I was so confused. Cause I didn't expect anything from
Because
I'm
government.
not past that side.
So yesterday I passed and I didn't have money
How do
in
you
my
pay?
card. Wait now, I didn't have money in my card. And the guy was like,
Download
"Oh
the app.
no, you can't be here. You can't top up." I was like, "Okay, please, I want to top up. Let me just top up my phone." I was like, "No, don't worry." Anyway, they called that police officer guy, and they were turning me around. And while they were turning me around, I topped up my toll. By the time I got to the other side, I already had money, and this
And
was
they
they giving me
reflected.
for free. They charged me that money I just topped up, and I went around and they charged me again. It was way too efficient.
Yeah, because I know I spoke to one of the employees. Because I did a top up on Quick Teller like in December, it didn't reflect. So I talked to one of the employees and like, yeah, Quick Teller is a real bottleneck for them. So that's why like on their app is so efficient.
Yeah, so you can either do it with a
efficient.
card,
Yeah.
with Paystack.
But
Like,
do
I
I
do
use the LCC
Yeah,
card?
USSD.
Do I need the LCC
Oh,
card
yes.
or can I
No,
use
you can't.
like,
No, use the card.
So
Use
just
the card or the
reader
thing.
Can that be next step for them? RFID. That's right up your alley.
just one at a time.
See what at a time.
I mean, you are saying one at a time, but I can see the gears turning in your head. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
The app is so efficient. I was pleasantly surprised.
So in
And
other
then
words,
the-
people like me that don't have that card now is
But
this place.
that queue is
Wow.
1 week wait unless you know how Nigeria
Yeah,
works.
1 week wait.
Yeah, 1 week wait.
To get the card.
This is such
Yeah, that was
like
small. That was...
I can check my balance at any point.
I mean, I've not gotten my
That's usually used to be one of my big complaints.
PVC.
that I couldn't check my balance.
Yeah, because the texts were regular.
Yeah,
You get text one time, you don't get text.
but now I can just literally go and just get balance.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice
Yeah.
work, LCC and co.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're...
That's a fintech to watch. LCC.
Thanks so much. I think on this junction we
Or
can.
maybe Tinubu should start
Excuse me?
leading rounds.
At this junction, I would like to close this episode.
I hear what's it called now? On that our investment report, I saw Verot Capital
Yes.
inside.
And that's Tinubu.
His hand is inside, but I prefer not to speak. Sha.
I mean,
Just edit this part out. So
At this junction, we would like to close out this episode.
yeah.
Thank you all for listening and see you on the next episode.
Or hear
Or
you.
hear you or listen, catch you.
Furo, you've goofed this one. Just
Yes.
end the episode.
Thank you for listening and yeah, on the next episode, we will bring more gist.